Okay, the paint's all dry now. I'm glad I chose the darker blue. I think it looks much nicer with the white bits in there. Right, so first of all we're going to put these shells back in that fell out. I'm going to use these silicone tip brushes, which are absolutely great for resin because it cleans off very nice and easily, and they're obviously really very good for clay too. I'll put gloves on because we're going to use resin now, and you can see my safety tips on using resin. You really do need to be wearing gloves at the very least. So I'm going to put some resin, some Let's Resin UV resin, into a little cup, and we'll get started. So first of all I want to get these shells back in, so I'm just going to put a little bit of resin around the edges of where those shells are going. Hopefully you won't need to do this because hopefully your shells will stay in place the first time. Like the others in the other heart, they stayed there. It's just these ones that came out. Don't know why. So I'm going to pop that shell back into there. But I do try to show you warts and all on these videos. Things do go wrong sometimes. It's good to know this. It's not only you. Okay, I'm going to just do these ones quickly with my UV torch. Just a quick little blast there, because I'm going to be putting resin over the top of them in a moment anyway, so that will keep them in place. It should be fine. Okay, so we're just going to very carefully go over the blue with the resin. Okay, so we're just going to very carefully just go around on the blue. This gives a really nice glazed effect finish, and it also strengthens it because it is air dry clay, which means if it did come into contact with water it would break up, unfortunately. If you haven't used resin before, because obviously this is a clay project really, I'm combining the two, just have a look at my blogs relating to resin if you want to know more about it. Okay, I think that one is done. Okay, before we start on the next one, I might just pop that one straight in under the UV light. Right, so I'm just going to pop that onto the little tray like that. It looks like it's all covered. I'll put that under the light here. Can you see? Sorry. That's going under the light there. And I'm just going to switch that off. While that's doing, we can do the other one. I often combine resin with my clay projects. Okay, that should be alright. And this one is done. That's coming out from under the light, and I'm going to put this one in under the light. Hope you can see that. Hope the camera's picking it up. And the shells really look like they're in water. So what we're going to do now is going to be a bit more delicate, because we're going to need to go along these white lines. It's the ones that were painted with nail varnish. So it's just a little bit. There's quite a few places where the essential oils can go. My light's just gone out, so the other one's probably ready now. So again, we're just going to swap them over. It's all very quick resin, UV resin. So we're going to do the same with this one now. Go over all the little white bits. You see I have got some resin in between. It is virtually impossible to get this just on the white bits. I think these look quite attractive hanging up. Definitely got a seaside vibe, being by the coast. I am fortunate to live by the coast. I'm going to take that one out and put this one in. There. I'm going to do the back first. first and then go around the edges afterwards. So I'm just going to turn it over and we get the back done. In fact, for doing the back, you can actually just do it straight from the bottle. I do apologise, my camera actually stopped recording for some unknown reason there, and I hadn't realised that it had done so. So where we're up to now is both the backs have been resined and the fronts. So I was going to put some resin around the edges, but I don't think I will actually. I think we'll just leave them like they are. I think that'd be absolutely fine. So I'm just going to add some, this is my jute twine that I use. I find it gives a really nice rustic feel to everything. And we're just going to simply put the string through the holes that we made when the clay was still wet. If we hadn't done that, we could have still added, we could have drilled holes out later on. Now you could just do them like this. Actually, I might put a little bead in there. Yeah, I think that might look quite good. Right, I've just had a little think and I've decided to go through the hole with the string double, which I'm hoping it's going to do it. Yeah, it's coming through there now. Ooh. Always make your hole a little bit bigger than what you think you're going to need. I'm going to come through there like this, I hope. Hang on. Okay, so it's sitting down there nice and neatly. Yep, that'd be fine. And then I was thinking about adding a bead. It's just a plain little wooden bead. Do you know, I'm not sure whether to. I think that might take away from the seaside-y effect. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, perhaps we won't. Perhaps we'll just leave it as we were originally going to do. Sometimes little is better. You can sometimes go over the top. And so what we're going to do is just tie this off over at the top here. Tie that in a little reef knot. That's nice and secure. You could tie it in a bow if you wanted to. I'm just going to do it in a plain old knot. Cut the ends off. That's not going to come undone. There we go. And there you have it. Let's that up a little bit for you. That's ready now, just to put some drops of essential oils onto those, and that'd be fine. And I'm going to do the same now to the other one. I hope you do have a go at these. They really are a nice little beginner project. You can make them as easy, as simple you want to, or you can make them more complicated. You know, it's entirely up to you. You could do any shape. Like I said, I've done a couple of birds as well like this. I've done them in house shapes. You could just do them in plain, you know, circles, squares, however you want to do them, and add different textures and patterns to them and colours. So yeah, have a go. Okay, thank you for watching.